That to us was no surprise. We're all worried about the ripple effects of something like this.
Listen, on one hand, they do have a lot of leases. We had talked about before how they tried to renegotiate those leases. And then there's also this other aspect here that they have their own creditors who are fighting over the future of this company. And what does it mean more broadly for real estate? I have to tell you, I don't think that this is, okay, yes, of course, there's problems in commercial real estate, but you go into other WeWork type enterprises and it's kind of business as usual so far. I think the commercial real estate stresses you're going to see on the heels of WeWork will play out over time, and of course will be painful for anybody that is associated with WeWork right now, has WeWork in their offices. But at the same time, there are other types of WeWorks that are still getting people into their buildings in large cities because rents are still very high.
Sonali, just walk me through the ripple effects then. Do we know which banks? Do we know which other companies? As we start to sort of map this out, it kind of goes back to like 2007, 2008. I'm not drawing a direct comparison here, but it was you needed to work two or three kind of legs down the chain to figure out kind of how everything connected. Do we have a good map of how WeWork is connected into the financial sector?
And you've seen this story before. People are kind of drawing remembrances of Regents that was very similar in a structure to what WeWork had happened, just without those crazy high-flying $40-some billion valuations. I think the most immediate impact guy, beyond even the banks that have the leases to the buildings that have WeWork spaces, is SoftBank, King Street, BlackRock, and Brigade, all of these creditors that will face, some sort of recovery in a potential restructuring out of a bankruptcy. And so should we see them file for bankruptcy, we already know, and we have already reported that they've already been in a grace period when it comes to their current debt payments. They had been seeking to really work things out, but those investors alone have already been fighting through what they get back as this distress really mounts for WeWork.